We are not going to have Deso tonight.
Yeah. And you said I was late.
You were late.
Yeah, he's really late, though.
You were late.
I've been here the whole time.
And then Ikoria was later, and Deso's going to be super, like, infinitely late.
It's pretty late.
Infinitely
A lot of late.
Yeah. It's all of the late. So, Drew, are you here?
Who's going to be
I'm here.
sucking from the bong the whole time tonight?
Who is not here?
You're right.
Jesus Christ.
Raise your hand if you're not here. Oh, that's me. I'm drinking tea.
You ever think of drinking from it instead of, like, sucking it up your nose? Jesus fucking Christ.
Are you using a straw?
No, dude, that's just how you drink tea.
Fine. I'm drumming on my table all night.
This is content. That's what this
Best
is.
episode ever.
Nice.
What is this? Christmas? No.
So who's reading the questions?
I thought you were.
My wife just
Oh, you
came
wanted
in.
me to?
You said you wanted to.
No, I said I would tally them because we had Deso read them last time.
My wife
That's-
says
I mean,
have to
I'll
stop
still
recording
do
now,
it.
July.
Well, it's part of the job.
Well, if you have them already
You
tallied,
come up with a list of questions, you decide which ones are worth presenting to the group, and then you present them.
What are we doing?
Did you actually do that, Drew?
No, not at all.
Are you kidding me?
Because last time I gave the list as you wrote it to Deso and had him do
Oh,
that.
for fuck's sake! Well, what you're like Milton and or not Milton, but the one guy in Office Space who takes stuff from person A and hands it to person B and thinks he's valuable.
Well, the last time
You were
I
like,
actually
"I'll tally the
tallied.
questions."
I wrote them all up.
You said you'd tally the questions, quote unquote, and I
Well,
go
then
and
you
I
did
make a
it, so
list
then
for
I
you and I
didn't
give
have
it to
to.
you, and then you do nothing with it, and you come here tonight and you're like, well, okay, so who's going to do the rest of the work?
This is the worst day ever.
No, you are the worst day ever. Read the questions.
All right.
I just
Like
finished
that.
my sea salt chocolate. It was delicious. I highly recommend Alter Eco sea salt chocolate. It's delicious.
All right. So I guess here. All right, tell me, are you recording? Are we good?
I'm recording. We're good. Let's go.
Fantastic. All right.
So
So,
good.
there's a lot of variations on the where's Deso, where's Ikoria questions.
Yeah.
Well, Deso's not here. I can answer that.
Well, yeah,
Good,
I think
good,
it
thank
says
you.
a general statement.
They're
Mac
definitely
just
not
went over
good.
that.
But I was late, so I
I
was playing
did.
in a different game.
Ikoria decided
No, no.
to start a game of Heroes of the Storm at exactly our start time, which
No.
is where he was.
All right. Again,
Fuck that, I
I
was
think,
playing
I
the
think
whole damn
it's more in the line of
Longest ass game ever.
we started the grind short episodes again, and those guys aren't in it. So
You're
why-
playing ass games?
Oh my god.
Be mature. Is somebody grinding coffee in the background? Is that...
Yeah,
my
Mr.
wife is opening a
snorting
bottle of
fucking
wine.
tea.
Well,
with a
tell her to
fancy-
hurry up. God.
Why is
She's
she
almost
opening
done.
electric wine?
Who's
What the hell
drinking
is he
electric
opening
wine?
up with?
Who's drinking
Why should
electric
I
wine like an
grind your
asshole?
A fancy electric bottle opener.
Jesus.
Sounds like a wedding present.
All right.
Yeah, it was.
So
So, Ek, where have you been? That's the question. It's directed for you.
Playing Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, I was gone for a
think
little
he's
while
hiding.
there.
Okay. And where's Deso?
You got a job in the circus.
Deso got a job in the circus. He's
him the
the
monkey.
bearded
He's a monkey
two-headed
trainer.
woman.
I think probably we could just say that they're not in it because they have other commitments that keep them too busy.
Oh, you're assuming that people are asking about the grind.
Commitments.
Well, yes,
That's a really
because
boring answer, too.
I've
Drew.
I've
It is,
seen that
it's really
question get asked a whole bunch of times on episodes of the grind. So that's
All right, so you're going to go through the tightly collated and organized list here and delete all the questions having to do with Ikoria and Deso now?
yes, I already
Okay.
did.
All right, thank you.
I
Next
used
question,
to
then.
find and replace.
Well
Then
done,
why do we even
Secretary
have
Drew.
Ikoria here if you just took out all his questions?
All right.
I'm gonna go back to playing Heroes of the Storm. Fuck.
If you could, here's the next one. If you could dress up as anyone, genuine costume cost free for Halloween, who would you dress up as and why?
Drew's
the
mom.
co-
She's hot.
Does the costume come with body mods?
What do you mean?
What?
Wait,
I mean tits. Do I get
He,
tits?
he was.
You can have tits.
gonna
but the
choose
rest of
Ron
your
Jeremy,
body
but-
stays the same.
Ooh, there's a picture.
Wait, are these questions all related to the grind? Is that the goal here?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Kind of suck, actually.
So I could dress up as any character. We're not
Yeah.
just talking about
Yeah,
grind
it
characters.
says it's anyone in capital letters. Like the
You could
entire
dress up
word
as
is
absolutely. You
capitalized.
could dress up as Catwoman or Wonder
Right.
Woman or Supergirl.
But the reason all
or-
of us are gathered here is because we're all part of the grind. So I wondered if they were talking about grind characters.
Theoretically speaking, we're members
I always
of
thought it'd be
Oblivious
cool.
films.
I always wanted to make an Ash costume from Army of Darkness.
I'll
'cause,
chop off
you
your
know,
hand.
Who wants a? Wouldn't want to? Right? Yeah. Next time I see you, we can get right on that.
But I mean, you could dress up as absolutely anyone. You could dress up as Hillary Clinton. You could dress up as RuPaul. You could dress up as your wife.
Drew's
You
mom.
into
See?
dressing up as
Exactly.
women?
I'm just saying, as an example.
Ah,
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't want to dress up as your wife.
Next question.
I used to do a lot
gonna
of
be
costume
horrible.
stuff, so I'm trying to think what I actually wanted to be. I'll come back to it.
Okay,
I was just talking to my kid the other day about making a Minecraft costume. He wants to be Steve.
isn't that like a cardboard box?
I was gonna say a few boxes
Exactly.
in your
That's
you
a
know,
pretty easy
you
one.
know what I think? Okay, so I guess the structure of the question here is that some master, artisan costume smith out there in an alternate universe is going to build this for you free of charge. I would love to have a Johnny Five costume.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
Your neck is too big.
I don't know how I'd fit into the costume, but it would be a kick-ass costume.
I think by then the assumption is the diabetes has taken all your limbs.
Yes. I still don't know where I'd fit in the costume, but
You're actually just a brain at that point.
In the tracks.
Then you're like a Dalek in a Johnny Five costume. That's weird.
oh man, that's so kick-ass.
I've always wanted to do a Jane costume because I wanted a Vera, but no fucking way I'm gonna make that.
What the hell?
That would be fun.
Drew's never seen
Firefly?
What?
Oh,
Try to keep up.
It's because
Sorry.
Drew's
Got
the
it.
gay.
You're fired.
The hero of Janestown. Got
Where's
it.
your nerd cred?
Shut up! I didn't. Just
He left it
Jane.
in his wife's
I
pants.
thought maybe you wanted to do Tarzan. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
You
You're
said
still
Jane and
busy
Vera.
reading
You should have
questions.
figured it out then.
It's been a while. All right.
Drew, you left your person back. Go get it.
All right. So
Any other
Give him a break.
costumes, or
He's
should we
trying to
move on?
read and think at the same
He's
time.
trying to read. Yeah.
He's being
All right.
taxed to his absolute limit. The hamster is running too fast.
we'll hop over to a WoW gameplay thing. How do you guys like World of Draenor? And do you have any of these expansions that are your favorite?
Well, this is Ninja, and I would just like to say that I think it's probably the best update to the game so far. And I really appreciate all of the new
All of the
ferret
many
town,
new things.
characters. I really enjoy my heroic ferret.
Ah, yes, the heroic ferret.
Perfect.
Draenor was fine for like the amount of time it took me to get to level 100, and then it got really boring.
Yeah.
And in case somebody doesn't know why that's funny, I haven't played since before the panda thing.
Before the
panda
panda
thing.
thing.
I think you probably haven't played since like Burning Crusade.
Yep, that's probably right.
I liked Wrath of the Lich King. I just liked the setting. It was a very
Yeah.
nice setting. All
I
the
did enjoy that.
winter
I would
snowy
agree.
stuff.
Ooh, I tried to play Wrath of the Lich King when we had like a free week, and I started it a week early, and then my
No,
time
that was during
all over.
Cataclysm. That
I
was during
remember that.
Cataclysm. But you
Oh,
did
okay.
fuck it up.
Yep.
Yeah, that was when we made the
Wasted
video in
my whole
Goblin
week.
Town.
Yep, Goblin Town.
That was terrible.
It was really terrible. That's what that had me convinced I was never going to play WoW again. But Shale convinced me to give it a shot again when Draenor came out, and I had fun for a while, and then I stopped having fun. But it's way better than Cataclysm.
Yeah, I agree. Cataclysm is why I quit. Pandaland is why I didn't come back. And this one, I heard a lot of good things, so I came back. But I'd say, yeah, Wrath was my favorite because Warcraft 3 is the only reason I ever bought WoW because I really, really liked it. Being able to kill Arthas was appealing.
I don't know. I like things about most of the like aspects. I think overall the best one was probably Wrath. I think. Although I like Draenor quite a bit. It's Cataclysm. I just never really got into a whole lot because it was kind of neat seeing some of the changes, but it wasn't necessarily a whole bunch of new stuff. And then I don't know, Draenor's cool.
All right, another question, and this time I'll just go down the list so you guys can each take a crack. If you guys could choose a single character from the grind to be put into WoW as an NPC, who would you pick? What would they do? And would they be part of a quest or vendor or what? So, Norlin.
Pass.
All right, Shale.
If I could pick a single character from the grind,
I would say the grind, like, extended universe.
Okay.
Is that include fan fiction, Drew?
There's some overlap into like Never Stay
Drew's been reading
Tuned.
slash fiction about
Yeah.
himself and Ninja or something.
You're not
Jesus.
wait. Whoa.
Well, that, in that case, that's what it's for Max Grove.
I'm a boy.
Is your
I think Mr. Teeth.
Ooh.
I think Mr.
Yeah.
Teeth should
I don't
be
know.
a,
We all know that Drewby wants himself in the game. Beyond that, nobody really cares that much.
How badass would it be if Okay, I have two things to say here. I have three things to say here. Three things. Yeah, we'll stop at three. First of all, how awesome would it be if Mr. Teeth was like a super badass raid boss, but he wasn't like a giant, towering Ragnaros-style giant boss? He was just this little. You know how the fight in the fight scenes, like in that one bit in The Simpsons, where there's a little guy standing in the background, and but the little guy hasn't done anything yet, and then Homer turns around for a second, and then he kills everyone on the front line. Does anyone know what the fuck I'm talking about right now?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. I do.
So the little guy that's a
I was gonna let
badass,
you keep going.
like a raid boss that's at the size of a normal PC would be kind of cool.
I think it'd be better if he was a turn-in boss that moved around so quickly that you could hardly ever turn in your fucking
like
quest.
impossible to find.
Or something.
I'm over here! I'm over here! Pop up!
These
Yeah.
coins, and you could buy stuff. He was a vendor. You could buy some awesome shit from him, but you had like a half second.
Oh yeah,
to
but
click
all
on
the
what you wanted.
all the best stuff is on like page 8, and you've got to click through the next
Yes,
page.
you had to go
and-
click, and
and
try
then-
to buy it quick before you jump.
Well, and you can summon him just by typing Mr. Teeth.
Mr. Teeth.
Yeah,
This-
but there's
this-
one.
He'd be popping
All
all
of
over.
the
No, that's actually a spectacular idea.
You'd never find, it'd be
And there's
amazing.
one.
There's one of them on each realm, and anybody can summon him.
I feel like maybe he has like some kick-ass mount.
On
These
on-
macros.
the first 7 pages are all like hay and twill gear and.
That
So
one-
the second thing I want to say is there's a mount in Heroes of the Storm that's a rainbow unicorn, and I can't think of another
Yeah.
rainbow unicorn anywhere other than the one from that little video we made. I don't know if anyone ever saw it. That was the ill-fated episode 2 of Inside the World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah.
There was the
Oh, yeah,
no,
that.
I guess it was in episode 1 too. In the beginning of episode 1, hey, I'm the rainbow unicorn, and I can't think of another rainbow unicorn. But there's a rainbow unicorn in Heroes of the Storm.
Saving up for that bad boy. It will be mine.
There's actually a bundle you can buy that.
Episode 2
Yeah, I
has
could pay for it.
278,000 views. So
Well,
yeah.
not the. I mean the version Machinima made, but not the version that we were going to make that had the rainbow unicorn in it again. And the third thing I was going to say is that the game should definitely contain Drewby, and he should be an ornate underwear salesman.
Fair.
I'd buy that.
It actually ties because there was another question in here about how did Drewby get his pants back, and see there you go. He clearly sold ornate underwear.
He sold ornate underwear until he had enough money to buy another pair of pants.
Perfect. All right, so off the WoW topic for a minute, what's the best meal you've ever had?
Oh, I got a good one for this.
Go.
You can't say that.
That's not what I'm talking about.
It sounded like
That's
you
what I'm
enjoyed
thinking
it.
about.
Yeah. All right, so I got my gallbladder out, and there were complications with it. I ended up having 2 surgeries.
And then we ate my gallbladder. The end.
No. And I couldn't eat for like a week. They didn't give me anything to eat for a week, and they gave me this crappy burger that was like the most disgusting burger you've ever seen, and it was delicious because I hadn't eaten for a whole week.
Oh, soggy bun.
I don't know. A steak
Yeah.
I had down in Disney World on my honeymoon was probably the best steak I've ever had.
Ooh, at the California place?
No, that one was okay, but actually at the Yachtsman Steakhouse, it was a prime cut New York strip steak with some bourbon peppercorn sauce on it. It was seriously the best steak I've ever had.
Wow.
Although the stuff, the steak I had at the California Grill was really good too. Not as good as this other one though, but seriously, best steak. It was like $50 just for the steak, but it was amazing.
It better be for $50.
Right?
So if you ever go down to Disney World,
I'm
Go
gonna
to the
go
Yachtsman
with.
Steakhouse.
I went to Burger King once and got a Whopper. That's probably.
It's all been downhill from there.
It's all been downhill since then. Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but I remember a meal where I was really drunk and everything tasted great.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Yeah, Taco Bell at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m.
Yeah, those are pretty great.
Leo, you have one?
Not really.
The last meal your wife made for you.
Yeah, we
She's
just
not going
ate
to watch
it.
this
It
video.
was warmed up leftovers. It wasn't very good.
She doesn't watch these videos.
No, nothing in particular. I remember we had a lot of really good food on my honeymoon, but none of it like sticks out well enough to describe like the ingredients that make it up like Shale did. So I guess nothing.
I'll tell you what the best meal I didn't eat is any time I've ever been to a fucking Brazilian barbecue.
Oh.
Because
Why
they bring
don't you eat there?
Well, they bring you 100 pounds of meat, and you can only fit so much down your esophagus before it starts.
And it's crazy. It's like you get assaulted. Like it's time to eat, and all of a sudden there's all these guys with meat around it. You don't know what to do.
They literally queue up at your table. So my girlfriend and I went on Easter. They happened to be open on Easter, which was weird, and there was nobody there. So we had the full attention of like every guy coming through. They literally lined up at our table, and it was like, yes, I'll have some of this, and yes, some of this, and yes, some of this, and then I had to turn the token over while there were still 3 guys in line, and I'm like, sorry guys, go away. I have to taste the other 8 pounds of meat that were just dropped off the table before I'll be ready for you.
And then they walk away muttering in some language you don't understand, and then you're wondering what they're talking about.
Yeah, and the sad music from Charlie Brown plays.
Nice. I had a steak sampler at the hotel that I stay at when I go out to California, and it was a steak Diane, a steak Oscar, and then like just a steak and pepper or pepper steak, and like little 4-ounce. So that was amazing. I was with a guy from work. We both ate just so much food. They came by and they were offering us like complimentary dessert, and the guy said, and it's my favorite line ever: "If I eat another bite, I will shit the bed." And I'm like, I agree 100%.
And then he ate another bite.
He did not.
Was he in a bed?
What?
Why were
Was
you
he
eating
in a bed?
No.
Why were you in bed with this guy?
I guess he figured I don't know, maybe he knows his gastrointestinal process better than most.
They were on a work trip.
Quote unquote.
Shut up. All right.
I could hear the air quotes in your voice.
To San
I want to give props to Ninny for his ability to convey air quotes with his voice alone. That was
Well done.
Let me, all right, that'll feed into the next question. Do you guys think you could go vegan for a whole year since all of us talked about meat as our best meal?
Absolutely not.
No.
I've been vegan
Shut up,
for
Drew. I know
3
you-
years.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, that explains a lot, actually.
Wait,
Yeah.
on purpose?
Yeah.
So
My
uh,
cholesterol
so-
was too high, and the
choice,
easiest
or-
way to get it. Yeah,
You're-
my
you are
cholesterol was
the-
too high, and the easiest way to drop it was to stop eating animals and dairy.
So you're the Skype calls expert on veganism. Then to answer this question for me, do I need to stop eating meat?
Do you need to? I don't know. What's your goal? What,
No, I mean
why?
to be a vegan, do I need to stop eating meat?
Oh yes.
Oh, all right. Fuck that then.
Vegan,
No, I can't do
vegan
that.
is no animal. And
I
if
mean,
you're
I
really
probably-
nutball about it, you don't wear leather, and you don't even eat like honey because it is made by
Because it
animals.
came from an
Can you,
animal.
So-
can you
are
watch
that-
football?
No.
Am I still allowed to watch the Packers play? Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably
Only if
could,
there's a
but
synthetic
I
ball.
really wouldn't want to.
Can I still go to Tijuana and pay for sex?
As long as it's not a
Sure.
donkey.
You just can't eat anything.
As long as you don't eat the donkey.
Or anything that comes from
What
the
about
donkey?
like hot dogs? Because those aren't really meat.
Yep. There you go.
They're meat based. They're meat adjacent.
they're-
What about Taco Bell?
That's conceptual
meat?
meat. That's what that is.
Great.
Taco Bell has non-meat items.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it's all cooked in grease.
Yeah, it's gross. You shouldn't eat there anyway.
No, when I say grease, what I mean is, cow lard, right? I mean, you can't eat anything with Taco Bell.
Lard at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, lard's probably
It's
too
all fucking
expensive.
Sunflower oil or some bullshit.
Sunflower oil. Yeah, probably sunflower oil. Okay. I buy it.
All right. So the next one. How old is everybody?
They range in age from 1 to 10,000, if you're talking about literally everybody that's ever lived. I mean,
Well, I think that this group, and I
Come on, has
gener-
anybody gotten close to 10,000 really?
they're
Methuselah.
10,000. They're 10,000 years old now. I mean, they've been dead for 9,900 years of it, but
Oh.
Still counts.
It's a weird.
Wait, then they can't be that
33.
old because they're dead.
Well, listen to how the question was asked. It's how old is everyone?
No, I'm sorry. How old? The question was
adding
actually
us
how
up?
old are you are.
Not how old was each of you
How old
when
are
you
you
died.
How old are you all?
So
All of us together?
So
All right, so
The question's not getting less
Move it up.
vague, Drew.
We're all mid 30s. Call it a day.
basically,
Except Eck, who's 47.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. And then this guy had like a 4-part question, and I don't know about the rest of it. He asked who the
complicated.
best looking was, but I feel like that'll devolve into something.
Obviously, that's me.
Let's just say Drew and
Not
stroke
true.
his ego.
Thanks.
It's Drew,
I do
baby.
need some good stroking.
It's Drew.
And then the next one, is who's usually drunk.
It's Drew.
Let's just say Drew and move on.
In fairness, it's probably been split between Mac and I.
Yeah.
yeah, but usually
Mac doesn't act nearly as
If you want
drunk
a
as Drew,
realistic answer,
When I get drunk, like I drink at work and I feel way smarter. And I don't know if that's just because I'm drunk or like I'll be in the middle of a conversation about something and suddenly the words start flowing out more easily and I'm able to convey concepts, simply and concisely and
Wait, how often do you drink at work?
every Friday.
Oh, okay.
And my wife does a lot too. It's a Friday drink.
Yeah, me too.
You work at a high school. You can never drink at work.
I have to work at a high school.
Good point.
That's fair. All right, so the next one is, in the last Q&A, you said that you'd never make another grind episode ever, and now what made you decide to go back to make them again?
We haven't. This is the new stuff is the grind returns. It's
We're
different.
cheating.
That's kind of true.
So we're gonna play semantics. Gotcha.
No, we're not playing semantics.
is that a game?
An episode of The Grind is 15 minutes long and takes me 6 months to make. I'll never make another one of those.
All right.
Okay.
You heard it
Kind
here
of
first.
sassy.
All right. Do any of you work, or do any of you have a professional film career?
no.
If not, what do you do for a living?
Professional? Define professional film.
Yeah, my career is more
you're-
amateur.
Yeah, the weirdest thing here is that you're like the closest to that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Eck.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird.
All those
I
high
know.
school kids you film.
All those kids you
Technically, I've been paid to make a DVD, but I
High
can't go
school
into it
kids?
now. I'll tell you when we're not recording. It's a good story.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Is it one of those DVDs that gets stolen off of
No, it had to go to
Pamela
the police
Anderson's
department.
shelf? Or?
Is it professional?
I got paid to do it.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Oh.
You are a professional producer of video content, sir.
Does that have anything to do with your job?
Yeah.
Never mind.
You totally need to put that at IMDb.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
Profile.
since he doesn't want to talk about it while we're recording, I'm just going to speculate while we're recording. I'm going to guess that what happened is students were raping each other in the hallways, and he burned the secret security footage to a DVD to give to the police department. How close am I on a scale of 1 to infinity?
We'll talk about it some other time.
Don't lie.
All right, next question.
boy.
All right, so yeah, Aaron's a underage pornographer, and the rest of us aren't going to disclose.
Oh, we didn't really answer the question. I'm a programmer.
Me too.
Me three.
Oh, I'm an engineer. I
I'm a
build
carpenter.
bridges.
I
You draw
professionally make
bridges.
DVDs.
I'm a salesman, which is the least surprising thing ever said.
He sells rubber O-rings.
Now you're just confusing people.
He
All
does
right.
sell rubbers. That's terrible.
Do any of you have a beard or mustache?
Yes, I have a full beard.
Does anyone
do?
not have any facial hair?
I hate having facial hair, but I'm too lazy to shave.
Hey, that's why I have a beard.
Yeah,
I
me
have
too.
a beard as well.
I have a goatee.
Yeah.
I guess we all have facial hair. Who doesn't have facial hair on this call?
I can't go
well,
full beard.
I'm mostly just scruffy right now more than anything.
Deso does
Yeah,
not have a beard at all.
Yeah, but he's a pussy.
And he's not on the call.
Well, I'm just in case somebody was wondering.
All right.
I shave like twice a week. That's as far as I get.
Yeah, when I shave, same boat. I shave Monday morning, and usually like Thursday, I need to do something about it.
Yep. Gets all scratchy.
All right. Were all of you high school friends or college buddies, or in a nutshell, how did Oblivious films start?
Didn't we cover this in the
God.
last?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
I
cover
feel
this
like
on
this
I
that.
think
exact
so.
question
Yeah,
came
but
up.
it's
Go back
new
and watch
people
the
watch
other
this
one.
Hey, well, they didn't hear it, and I wasn't
How about-
on it, so there.
Well, how about this then? Because I was
Well, let's
curious.
have
and I
Ninny
was-
tell it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, Ninny.
I'm gonna tell. Okay, so Mac
I'm already
and
bored. Next question.
I hate you.
No, let's hear
Mac-
Ninny's version. This should be good.
Mac and Shale and I made videos as kids when we were 14, I think, and so that was the very first part of our film career, and then Aquaria we hooked up with in high school, and
Yeah, you
then
did.
Okay.
yeah, it was one of the videos he made.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
And then I don't know, the rest of the other guys I met through Oblivious, but Mac knew Norlin in college, right? And
Yep.
yeah, and Liuv
Liuv after college.
after college. There you go.
That's basically it.
The last video was way better.
Actually, I've known Mac since I was like 6.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We went to Sunday school together.
Yep. And we got indoctrinated in the ways of Jesus.
Yay, Jesus!
Hooray for Jesus!
So the follow-on that's not on the list, but it was something I was thinking of myself. Who's
So this is your wait, time out. This is your question.
Well, yeah, but it kind of
Go ahead,
dovetails
Drew.
into that.
Ask us.
You
a
know,
question.
you could ask us anytime, Drew.
Well, I know, but I was waiting for this because I thought it'd be interesting. So since we're all kind of spread around the
So
country,
you came up with a question that wasn't on the list.
I
It was a
don't.
short
Maybe
list.
it's on the
But it-
list. I haven't read everything.
Ah.
yet. Shut up.
I mean, that was his job. That was the one
Yeah.
thing he was supposed to do before this. But no, of course he hasn't read all the questions.
Anyway, I've obviously met you all in person, but has anyone not met everyone else that's involved in this shenanigans?
I haven't met Deso.
I've never met
I
Shale.
haven't met Norlin.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What?
I think
Really?
I met everybody.
I haven't made one of the treks to Minnesota, and he's never come over here.
Wow, you're kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Well, it's a long way between Wisconsin and Minnesota.
It is. You're right. It's
I mean, they are adjacent, but
Wait a
I
minute.
mean,
Wait, whoa, back up. Hold on. You never made the trek to Minnesota?
Well, I've gone to
Yeah.
Minnesota, but not for any of the things. No.
Not for the Olympic.
No.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah.
Then who the fuck did I meet that I'm thinking is you?
Well, I've met you before when we were recording lines,
yeah.
but not in
Oh,
Minnesota.
and he
No,
met
he
us.
came to.
He met you
to
in Madison.
Oh yeah, we met in Madison, and then when we came up to record lines or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. All
So
right.
we have met. Yeah.
I could have sworn
Just-
we met in Minnesota.
That could
Just
have
not
been
at
real
my
spooky.
house.
Right.
You probably, you're probably confusing him with Orkrun. They're very similar.
Didn't you come up here when we did the recording for the
Nothing?
Minecraft thing that never happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what the lines were they were recording up here?
Yeah, when we set up that booth and everything.
Yeah.
Yep. That was
was
the
a
most
whole night.
professional setup we've ever had, and I've never done anything with it.
We did a thing with
The
it.
highest quality audio we can possibly get.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Nah, too much work.
That was a lot. Good night though. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, it's super fun.
And that's why we've made so many videos.
Nothing ended up happening that night.
So,
All right.
does that answer your question, Drew?
I think so. Yes. I'm glad. See, I wasn't sure. I was Norlin and Shale. I was thinking were the only two other that hadn't met.
You could have just asked it on the forums.
Well, I was going to, but I was saving it because again,
So-
it was interesting conversation.
So you assembled the topology in your head, and
Yeah.
it's
How you like
basically
that?
it's basically the same as reality.
Yes.
Hooray.
So the next one: how does Liuv masturbate with paws?
Careful.
He pays me.
He doesn't role play.
Keep the claws retracted.
Are you people aware that these are games? Not who you really
They
are.
aren't. Don't tell them.
Oh, never mind. I use bamboo.
Play the audience.
There you go.
And then I picture it.
I like this one. Given that Drewby is swimming in credits, does he come up with the script and the video and everything, and everyone else is just a voice actor? And how do I come up with such amazing transitions?
No, I mean that's basically it, right? That's accurate.
Yep, that's it.
And What,
Yeah, he
did-
actually
what was the
hires all
second
of
part
us.
of that question?
Good job.
How do
Drew.
I come up with such amazing transitions?
I don't even know what that means.
I
See, a
don't know.
transition is the part
But-
between the two.
Well, yeah. So
You have like a scene, and you need to move it to another scene. It's what you do in between to
Oh.
transition from one to the other.
Well, great job with all the transitions, Drew. Those are really good.
Yeah. I'm
Drew,
pretty
which one's your
proud.
favorite?
Which
like-
is your
I like
favorite
the-
transition that you've done, Drew?
I like the
The
betting it's
bottom
the
left to
checkerboard
upper
one.
right sweep.
No,
How'd you do
that
it?
was a good one. How'd you do that?
I hit the button that said bottom left to upper right sweep.
I like your
Masterfully done.
Wow.
I like your Let's Play Drooby Time videos.
Yeah. I think I do a better job now that I've actually spent a little more time in that program.
You should make some more of those. Those are good.
I probably will. Summer's not going to get any better. Never mind. I don't know what the hell I was deluding myself with there.
How long can it possibly take, Drew?
I don't know.
I grant you that you need to spend 8 to 12 hours researching various terrible games.
Honestly, it probably takes me longer to figure out a game to play than anything.
Yeah.
Because I feel those stupid.
Well, can't you just look at what your wife's currently playing?
Yeah, but they're all the same. There's like no diversity. I suppose that would be kind of the gimmick there. I could just play like 6 of them and be like, look, this is another bullshit one where you click a button and chase.
Those are the videos where Derby plays terrible time management games that his wife is a fan of for your amusement.
Wow. I don't know
That
why
was
I
really
even did
good.
it.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
That was
perfect.
spot on. Jesus.
Nice.
I still have a audio of you singing something one time when we were drunk at your house. I
Posted.
can't remember. I'm gonna post that. That'll be good.
Yeah, good story.
This is an interesting question coming off that whole exchange.
And
but,
then I found $5.
That's more like it.
in a relationship between Macheath and Drewby, who would be the dominant force?
Who would be the top?
Well, I'm a bottom.
There
The
you go.
end.
No
All right,
contest.
moving on.
That's it. Next.
What was the original inspiration for the grind? I don't remember if that was in the last one or not.
Wasn't
and
it
I
just
don't-
the song you wanted to use? The very first?
It could be.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Well, that was the idea.
Wasn't it
behind-
copyrighted music?
Probably some copyrighted
It was.
music,
It was
yeah.
music that you wanted to make an intro to, and then you thought, "Hey, we can make a video," and we're all like, "Oh yeah, let's do that."
And it has
for the
something to do with the grind of playing the game, right?
Well, I remember a specific conversation we had about what we should call it, and I'm like, oh, we should call it Work of Warcraft, and everyone was like, yeah, that's terrible.
that is terrible.
Someone else suggested the
I think
grind.
we were right.
I don't remember who suggested the grind, but
That was like 10 years ago. So
yeah,
It was
a long
probably
time ago.
Drew. He's
Yeah,
done
it must be
everything
Drew.
else.
Drew came up with pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's
he
probably.
probably said it as he was coming up with a list of transitions.
It was probably a button that said "grind."
He was making coffee.
Okay.
No one else is going to think any of this is funny.
They'll listen to it anyway.
Here's the next
Have we
one.
ever done any of this for anyone in the audience?
No,
really?
yeah. Screw you guys. You're stuck
Nah.
listening to this. The
Yeah.
good part is at the very end.
Yeah. But you won't know where the end is until you watch the whole thing. That's
Yeah,
the
because
clever
he's
part.
going to put like 5 minutes of blank at the end.
Yeah,
So.
between 5 and 38 minutes of blank space at the end of this video.
All right. So did you ever think at some point during your WoW career, damn, if only I was as handsome as my in-game character?
Have you seen what my
Heck,
character looks like
Vinny?
in game?
How do you guys feel
Yeah.
about that one?
I want
Yeah.
big
Yeah,
ears.
totally.
I always wish I had pigtails.
I wish you had pigtails too.
I definitely wish.
You just wish you
I
had
was
hair.
3 feet shorter.
Hey, Corey,
I,
could you stop blowing into your microphone with every sentence that you speak?
He can't help.
Is
He
that
can
one of
hear
the
a phallic
questions our
object.
fan
He
asked?
just-
Here, let me blow on this phallic object.
at least he's not
He has a
gargling
funny
bong
story
water.
about that from back in college, actually.
I'm sorry.
It's just, you need a pop filter or something. Like Norland. Take
I
Norland
do
for
need a
example.
pop filter.
Yeah.
I just got one. Hooray!
Yeah, Norland's got a pop. Tell us the story about your pop filter, Norland.
I bought a pop filter and a microphone,
Oh,
and now
good
I
story.
sound amazing.
And then you found $5.
I was on the edge of my seat for most of that.
I found a whole bunch of dollars because it was.
I found
free.
$5 and then I spent it on a pop filter.
I found a bunch of them on eBay and I keep watching them and I chicken out when I'm about to hit the buy button and I
eBay
want
is
to set up
Wow.
like Drew's.
That's really sad.
You know.
What's the question?
I don't need to remember it.
Who is uglier than their WoW character? I think is what. The
Yeah.
Oh,
Who wishes they were
All
as
of us.
handsome as their WoW character?
my girlfriend just brought me a White Russian.
Wow, I like your girlfriend.
Does she know a lot of Russians?
And how old are they?
Why are you asking? You don't care.
All right. Here's the next one, and it's
Mail
a
order bride joke. I'm
it's a
assuming.
question for Mac primarily. Why did it take so long to finish episode 3 of the grind, and what were some of the problems you ran into that caused it to be so delayed?
Laziness.
Mostly laziness, but there
It was
also
sunny out.
But there was also a hard drive failure.
Being sunny out doesn't affect him at all. He doesn't go outside.
I don't. Go
Oh yeah,
outside.
there was that one time Mac's hard drive died and we all bought him a new one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know there was at least one hard drive failure in there, and everyone chipped in to buy me a new one.
My perception of the whole thing was because you weren't the primary writer of the script, you just weren't in love with it and never could get behind
It's
it.
not that I wasn't in. Well, I mean, I wasn't in love with it, but when you write the script yourself, it's really easy to visualize what everything's supposed to look like and how the pacing's supposed to work, and I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination at working in any aspect of movie making, but in particular with someone else's script. If it's something
And the
someone
scripts aren't
else,
as funny when Drewby writes them.
that's also true. I mean, it takes a lot of massaging to get Drewby's scripts into a filmable state because they're usually terrible.
Shale wrote like half of it, so...
Well, okay, same goes for Shale.
All right, thanks. That's all I needed. Well, that kind of... can we ever
Yeah, but
expect
we've
longer
been working together
episodes?
since we were, 14, so he gets how I write. It was too much.
Well,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah.
Thanks for spinning that one back on me again. I do appreciate that. Can we ever
Pretty sure
expect...
we all know exactly how Drew thinks.
Can we ever expect longer episodes of the grind with a
Nope.
plot connecting episodes, or will
That's
you be
an easy
sticking
one.
to the
No.
shorter episode format with current WoW topics as the episode focus, i.e., patch day, new model, selfie camera, the guild having some kind of goal, or
Yeah.
versus the guild having some kind of goal over a course of multiple episodes?
I mean, I almost feel guilty for knowing the answer to that question after the first 3 words, given how long and well thought out it was. But nope.
Okay.
I don't even play the game, so I just don't get any of it.
It's way too much work to put together long episodes. It's a lot of fun to come up with an idea for a skit and just shit it out over the course of 2 days. But like a full on 15+ minute script and coming up with music to use and coordinating all the bullshit for capping footage and recording dialogue. It's so much work, and it's just, I think Machinima more or less dead now.
It's a labor of love with no payoff.
Yes, very much so.
So there's
Wait,
a
we're
few-
not getting paid for this?
There's
See you later.
there's a few questions that kind of all dance around the same subject, but there's like, would you ever consider doing a meet and greet with your fans? Would you ever consider having Oblivious Film Con? And I'm
I think
like,
they would all be very disappointed.
we'd have 6 people show up to that.
I know.
5 of them would be Drewby,
And we'd be
and the
them.
other one would be me.
They'd show up.
So we
they'd
could do
sit,
this
they'd
at
go,
Drew's house.
"Aw."
Yeah.
and then the other, have you ever considered going to a con, doing a panel or something like that? And I would say,
I
"I've
go
never
to
been
cons
invited."
all the time.
So,
Yeah, if somebody
ask,
wanted us to, I'd
maybe.
go.
No, if I didn't think I'd be embarrassed by the small number of people in the room, then yes, totally. I would love to sit up at the front of a room with you guys and bullshit like this for an hour. That'd be a lot of fun. But I have a feeling no one would show up. I mean, it's like, who the fuck are these guys? Fuck them.
Yeah, we don't have that many fans.
No.
No.
That can afford to go to cons.
Most of our fans just sit in their, in their basements.
Right. Wait,
I
aren't you
never leave.
talking about everyone that goes to cons?
No, man. Well, yeah, but
So
You
this,
don't want
this,
to see anybody do ninja
feeds-
cosplay, though.
this
There's
feeds
a
into the
fine
next
line
question
here.
very well. The next question was, why are you so mean to your fans?
Have you seen them?
that was nicely dovetailed, Drew. Well done. Are you sure you didn't prepare for this in advance?
Because
totally-
it's funny.
I've mostly been blocking you, shutting off the sound, and then reading ahead.
I wouldn't say that we're. I wouldn't say we actually are mean to our fans so much as we just don't give a damn about our fans.
Well, we're not mean to them so
No,
much as we treat
no,
them
we're
with
mean
utter
to
disregard.
everyone. We're mean to everyone, each other. It's equal.
That's true.
I would
That's
be,
true.
I would be mean to Michelle Obama if I had the opportunity.
Michelle Obama.
Ah, but her arms are so hot.
I mean, she'd beat the shit out of me, but I'd be mean to her.
okay, so can
She'd
I
be
do a
like,
callback
"Bam!
to-
Eat your celery, bitch! Bam! Bam!"
Okay, so going back to a previous question
She's big into
About-
vegetables.
about speaking of vegetables, eating vegan. I just got an email that says
From Michelle Obama.
no. Man versus food star Adam Richman has gone vegan.
What?
Right?
Traitor.
I find
Yeah.
that
He
pretty
said
aggravating.
he's not necessarily going to do it forever, but he's doing it for
He's
now.
going to do it for exactly as
So-
long as it takes him to figure out it sucks and he wants meat.
What I'm hearing is that food won.
He's doing it one whole new site.
Yes. Food 1.
The thriller in Manila.
No, it sounds like he wants to get in shape and he realizes eating like that's not going to work.
Yeah.
He was in after he stopped at Man vs. Food and he was doing some other show. He was in pretty good shape, it seemed like, but I don't know. I wasn't seeing like numbers from his cardiologist, so God knows.
Right.
Here's a question that I'm assuming is aimed towards Eck. What's the gayest shit you'd do for $10,000?
10 grand? Wow, I do a lot of shit for 10 grand.
Yeah, 10 grand? I'd suck a dick.
Wow.
Yeah, me too.
A whole bag of them.
That's pretty clear. I guess.
I would not suck a dick for $10,000.
Really? All right.
If somebody just
about-
put 10,000
how about-
in cash down in front of you, you'd say no thanks.
I would say no, thank you.
What if I gave you a beer?
Ooh, that'd be there. What beer?
And 10,000.
Wait, and whose dick is it?
Okay, well that's a factor.
I mean, really?
It's a bag.
$10,000.
You don't know who they are.
$10,000, and it's Tom Cruise. I don't know.
I'd be afraid of getting Scientology on me.
I'd be afraid to catch
Oh, you'd get Scientology on you.
You'd get it all over yourself.
Yeah, all over your titties.
That shit doesn't come out.
If all of you were stuck on an island and there was no food, who
I'd
would
eat
you
Drew first.
Who would you eat first? And it says, "Please don't say Drewby. Give him a break."
Bullshit.
You added that part at the end.
No, I did not. That was
It's all about Drew. It's always all about Drew.
Oh my god, that was too perfect. I'd eat Ninny because he's vegan and his meat's probably better for me.
Yeah, or
Yeah, but
run.
he's stringy.
not as filling. It probably
Yeah.
tastes horrible.
Yeah, and he runs.
Have you ever had grass-fed beef? That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good
awful.
stuff.
No, it's not.
Oh.
No,
Do
it
you eat
isn't.
grass?
The stuff with like beer rubbed on it.
Put
That's the
down
best.
A corn-fed,
Oh, so
hopped
Drewby.
up on steroid beef and steak next to a grass-fed steak, and I would wipe my ass with the grass-fed steak.
All right, well then
And I
it's
would
clear
eat it.
we have to eat Drew first because he's going to taste the best by that metric.
That's true. I do eat a lot of corn.
He eats
Yeah.
a lot of corn, drinks a lot of beer.
And beer.
He's marbled.
like
I
Victoria
am,
said.
I am Kobe.
He's already marinated.
I am
You are-
Kobe Drew.
You are Kobe Drew in your Kobe beef in human form. It's
Yeah,
Drew,
I
do you still make beer?
occasionally, but not recently.
Is it still blowing up on shelves?
It hasn't. That was like
One time that happened.
11 years ago. Dick. All right. Is Drewby a drunk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm drinking water right now.
I'm drinking a
I
white
don't know
Russian.
I don't know if he's clinically diagnosed.
No, yeah.
I've seen
I
him
would
get
say-
blind drunk before.
He's
Yeah.
he's a self-diagnosed non-drunk. So there
No,
you
I
go.
would say I'm a drunk. I'm not an alcoholic because they go to meetings.
Ah,
There you go.
You figured
That's,
it out.
that's right. What's your favorite game that you've ever played? And they didn't specify video game.
True.
Oh.
Boy, that's a wide field
Wow.
to choose from.
Mine is Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah,
7
that's-
minutes in heaven.
Oh, I like that time too.
Did you at least give him $10,000 for the effort?
I used to really like Command and Conquer. Like when it
I
first
love-
came out.
I love Duke Nukem. Back in the day, like in college,
Oh, that
when
was
you could
good.
first like multiplayer with it, and oh my god, that was fun.
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
I'm going
Quake. I played a buttload of Quake in college. That was a whole lot of
I'm
fun.
gonna go with F-Zero on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, that's a good one.
Age of
Risk.
Empires for me. That was
You still
probably
play
the-
that?
That was I do. Age
I
of
see it
Empires
all the
2
time.
was-
Look, through Age of Empires.
That was it was like the first PC game I ever played.
And the one time I ever played it was with you, and I will never play it again.
That's too bad. You're missing out. It's an awesome game and it's held up.
It's pretty pointless. I'm farming something,
no,
and you
it's-
run through with like catapults.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
You
it's
being horrible does not make the game awful.
it's
Made it not fun.
it's slow StarCraft.
Ooh, I just thought of a really fun one I played. Drinking Mario Kart.
Oh.
Whatever place you get, you do that many shots.
Oh
and
my
keep
God.
going.
Ooh, the original Halo.
Wouldn't that also
I
make
played
it
shit
like
ton
you're
of that
gonna
in
get
college.
Yeah.
drunk faster then? Because I'm assuming if you get fourth a lot, you're gonna get worse anyway.
Yeah, that's
Or am I
part of the
wrong?
fun.
Okay.
Well,
No,
maybe
you got
maybe
it.
I think you got to do something like, I don't know.
Well,
like-
okay. Now here's a couple clarifications. We used really light booze so we could play longer, and there's sort of a sweet spot. As you start to get drunk, you get better at the game. So the people that are still
you can't
sober
see as
actually
well.
lose an advantage, right? But the people that are still sober lose their advantage, and then they start to get drunk too.
You know what I think I'd do if I had like
That's what I
eight-
tell the cop. But
if-
sir,
if-
I'm getting better.
if I had eight people playing Mario Kart all together, I'd do something like if you finish in an odd numbered place, you drink. Because then you've got to really think about it as you're approaching the finish line in a group. You're like,
Ooh. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Second is almost better than first.
oh yeah.
Well, this was back on old school Mario Kart on the, well, Nintendo 64, I guess. Whatever.
Wow, you're old.
What do you mean? I still have my Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wins in the
Yep,
basement.
mine's
Still
sitting right
have
in
my
the corner.
Atari.
All right, keep us moving, Mr. Water.
Who are we missing? Did everybody
I-
say their game?
I said
haven't
Risk.
yet.
Yeah.
I think we all
guess
said a
I
lot
like
of
one,
games.
too.
Solid.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I was
Liu?
a big fan of the Leisure Suit Larry franchise.
Oh my god, those were fun.
I haven't played that since I was like 12.
I played that with my father.
Really?
Doesn't surprise me.
I was
It
That
explains-
explains so much.
It explains your video.
Yeah, knowing his father, that's not a surprise at all.
All right. What were your
I always
dream?
liked going over. Oh, never mind.
That's right. Oh Jesus! All right. What were
It's
your
about
dream jobs when
economics,
you were?
right?
There's a sorry, I'm interrupting probably, but there's like a police helicopter going over my house, and I can hear him like saying, "There's an escaped convict," blah blah blah, on like a
lock your
loudspeaker.
doors.
It's a fucking perfect time.
Good luck.
Way to go, police! Thanks a lot.
Is
Sorry.
the
Yeah,
spotlight on
keep
your
those
house?
convicts locked up when I'm trying to film stuff.
If the spotlight's on your house, you should.
It's not dark enough out for me to tell where the spotlight
okay.
is, but
All right.
Someone's
were
gonna
your-
watch this video and remember that helicopter a week ago, and they're gonna know they live next to you now.
yeah.
What
We're
were
gonna
your
go door
dream
to door.
jobs when you were kids, and did you guys expect to grow up the way you did? I'm guessing career-wise.
I didn't consider
I don't know, we all
programming
wanted
as a
to-
career until I was
Yeah.
in college.
I think when I was.
I think I
about
wanted to be a
the ages-
baseball player.
What? Really?
Back- Well, yeah, when I was a little kid, sure.
I'd say until I was 10, I wanted to be a paleontologist.
Because you were a 10-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. Dinosaurs are awesome, right? And then I realized that wasn't a really good job.
It's probably a great job.
It's a fantastic
Oh, okay,
job.
it probably
All the
is a great
paleontologists
job.
now think you're an
If
asshole.
you don't love money.
I'm excluding parts of our audience slowly.
Hey,
Um,
I work at a public school. I clearly don't love money either.
that's true.
I'm trying to remember what the hell I wanted to be when I grew up. Probably like a fireman, and then a spaceman, and then a stripper man, and I can't remember what all the options were as I was growing up.
Hell, I'd
Where
still
have
be
your
a strip
dreams
man.
gone, Mac? You're
Wow.
mostly dead inside.
I knew I didn't want to be a farmer, and then the closest can remember after that, because I grew up on a farm, was I wanted to be an architect. So I was going to go to school to be an architect, and I actually went freshman year to be an architect, and about
And then you drank.
and 2 weeks in of my first year classes, I'm like, architecture sucks. And so then I was aimlessly drinking for 2 years until they said, please, sir, you don't get to come here anymore.
Please leave.
We don't want your money. We don't want you. Go away.
Wow.
As a kid, I always wanted to be a doctor, but then I realized that that's like a lot of work and a lot of money. You make a lot of money, but it seemed like too much work and too much hassle, so I'm just a programmer now.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with it. I make plenty of money.
I still want to learn how to be a programmer.
Begin learning today.
I know.
You know what? I heard some ostentatious asshole on the news talking, and he said something like, programming is the new literacy. Like back in the Middle Ages, no one could read except for the uber educated and like the priesthood. And they were the ones who were responsible for having knowledge and transmitting it throughout the populace. And nowadays, everyone can read, but very few people can program, aside from the uber educated and programmers. And it's becoming increasingly important.
Wait, are we the new priesthood in that scenario?
We are the new priesthood, which means we should stop having sex immediately. Oh wait, that's
No,
already taken
wow.
care of because we're programmers.
Hey now.
So I should become a priest?
Norland's open mic disagrees with you.
That actually okay. So this guy actually had quite a few questions in here, and the second one was Norland and Shale. What's your Shale? What's your key to picking up women? Directly at those two, and none of the rest of us.
Use your
Drinking
legs,
a lot.
not your back.
Stretch first.
Use your back. It's better for your knees.
Perfect. I think we can move on. If you woke up one day and won the lottery, what's the first thing you would buy with the money?
How much money do I get?
How much? Yeah.
Well, let's
You
say the
pick the
Powerball,
lottery
so
amount.
like 300 million.
Lunch.
300
Lunch,
million.
yeah. Or, well,
Breakfast.
breakfast. If it was waking
Buy
up.
another lottery ticket.
Lunch.
You kidding me?
BMW M5.
I'm clearly having a good day.
There you go.
I've
BMW
thought
M5.
about it.
I'd go to the dealer. I wouldn't even go to breakfast. I'd go to the dealer and buy a car.
I'd buy a helicopter.
I'd buy Valley Fair
Why?
because it's for sale and I think I could turn it around.
I bet not.
That's weird.
I'd
No,
have
I can
300
see it.
million.
That's
It's,
him.
it's for sale for 77 million. I could cover it. It'd be fine.
Wow.
It'd be great.
Wow.
It's for sale.
You've actually given this some thought.
It's been for sale for. It's always been for sale.
Offer him like
Everything's
60.
always for sale.
Yeah, everything's for sale.
Don't.
Maybe
don't-
we should pool our money and just buy it.
Yeah. I can kick in.
Yeah,
like,
I've got
like
14
a few bucks.
million.
Put me down for $5.
Yeah.
Who's
I'll
got the other
double that.
76
10.
million?
I want controlling interest.
Ooh, call them
if-
up and offer them
yes.
65, but never say million. They might fall.
Yeah. They'll be like sold, and then yeah.
Perfect.
If we asked all of our fans to chip in $5, I bet we could get there.
I bet we
To
could get to
65?
10. Yeah.
$65.
65.
No, we've got 13 fans. I'm gonna give us credit. We've got 13 fans.
All right, next one. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Alien.
That's a good
Star
one.
Wars.
Shawshank
Yeah,
Redemption.
Star Wars.
I'm gonna.
Uh,
Oh fuck.
Whatever.
I'll go with
I
Blade
still play
Runner.
Star Wars. You know, I've never seen Blade Runner.
Me neither.
What?
I hate myself that I've never seen it.
Are you
I've
guys
never
Swear to
shitting
God,
me
never
right
watched
now?
it. No,
I watched half
never
of
watched
it.
it once.
Oh,
I
it's
think I
good.
know all about it by this point because people just always talk about it.
Well, see
Never
it.
watched.
What the hell?
Hey, Drew, you want to watch? You want to watch Blade Runner some night and record
Yeah.
it?
Ooh, good call.
Newbies watch Blade Runner. Yeah, you know what? We should get together and do that as a group. Watch Blade
Yeah.
Runner. I kind of like that idea.
All right.
It's
We've never seen it.
It's being re-released. It's being re-released. This is actually a perfect time, except that we'd have to put Blade Runner on YouTube, and we'd probably get content flagged in the first 30 seconds.
No, what we
No,
do
we
is we
just
put it up
film
and we put a big
ourselves.
black box over it other than a little bit around the edge. There you go. So we can see what's going on.
We could just keep the timestamp, like of where the movie's at, on our
Oh.
video.
There you go.
Like riff tracks.
Do one of those
Yeah,
things.
there you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Next, I'm going down this guy's. Like I say, he's got some good ones. If you guys if we could reverse time, what would you change?
Time.
Yeah, well, I guess by definition you'd be changing time if you
Yeah.
were reversing it all the time.
If I
like a
could
big dick.
reverse it, so I could only reverse it, but then
So do we
Would
just
it go
live
forward
back?
again?
So you reverse time and go back to somewhere else, and then
He doesn't
Yeah,
really
I mean,
go
is he
back.
asking about time travel or reversing time? Because I mean, reversing time would be fucked up. Why would you do
That's
that? To people?
that's true.
Yeah, 'cause
okay,
first
so I'm
you'd
going to
have to
modify
fly
it to suit
so
the
that you could
discussion
go
I
and-
want to have.
Hey, guess
Spin
what,
around
everyone? Your
Earth,
poop's going
know.
back into your butt. Yay!
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
run around and sit on piles of shit.
Right? That'd be really weird. You sit on a toilet and poop goes up your butt, and then you get to guess what food is going to.
God damn, Ninny,
Then
for
you gotta-
reversing time! Ah! Oh, you don't have to guess what food you ate. You're going to be vomiting it out in about 8 hours.
Well, yeah, but you'd have 8 hours to guess what's going to come out.
Ah, yeah.
Like it
Well,
looked
that-
like everything else.
You know
but
what?
There was corn in it.
When
so
that
maybe it was corn on the cob.
when that poop shot directly into my anus, it felt kind of like Taco Bell. So,
Oh God! All right. Well, I've decided I don't want to reverse time at the end. All right.
That sounds terrible.
Is there any game
like
you
it.
regret playing and why?
the ship.
What was it, the game we tried to play where we were like going through asteroids that we could never get working right?
Oh, Minor Wars. Yeah.
Fuck that game.
I never got to even play it.
Oh, you know what? I have a legitimate answer to this. So when I was a kid, I got my first like real job working at a drugstore. I was making, I don't know, $4.25 an hour or something, and I saved up and saved up and saved up like a grown-up, and I had enough money to buy a Super Nintendo game, and my dad took me to Shopko to go shopping, and I felt like I was trying to be all casual-like, because I had cash to spend. I'm like, no big deal, I'm just buying a video game, it's just what grown-ups do, no big deal. And so I wanted to just find something to buy, and I grabbed Vortex off the shelf, because it looked interesting. Yeah, Vortex. Yeah, this is in the days before, you could read reviews online or even like pick up a video game magazine and get an honest review of anything. But it said it had the 3D FX chip, or the FX chip, like Super FX chip, like Star Fox and whatever else. Yeah. It was one of the very few games that they made with the Super FX chip. So I bought it, I brought it home, and it's the worst game I've ever played, and it was a stern lesson in wasting money early on in my career, and I've carried it with me to this day. So there you go. I guess I don't regret playing the game after all, because it taught me a valuable lesson.
What's your lesson?
The lesson is don't waste money on fucking stupid games.
I don't know if that's
why I
been
play
working
World
for
of
us.
Warcraft.
Yeah.
My parents bought us ET
every
for
month.
the Atari.
Oh,
you had
God.
that?
Yeah.
I had it too. I still have it.
I don't
gotta
remember
work
it being bad.
Are
Maybe
you
I was
fucking
too
kidding
young.
me?
Oh, it's horrible.
It's terrible.
What's terrible?
E.T. for
T.
the Atari.
So I saw a video of somebody actually playing it like for real instead of just going by the hearsay that everyone goes by. I've heard the same things you have. Oh, it's a terrible game. I've never played it myself.
I have played it extensively, trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do. And you're supposed to assemble the phone pieces, which means you have to fall in these holes. So you fall in the hole, you look for the phone piece, and then you have to extend your neck to fly out of the hole. But you don't really get out of the hole. You just fall right back in the fucking hole. And every time you extend your neck, you use your life up, and then you're fucking dead in the bottom of a hole.
Maybe you're just bad at it.
Yeah, it could be that you're terrible at the game, Drew.
It's a horrible game. It's just fucking. It's horrible. The end.
So do
I
you
don't want to
regret
talk about
playing
it
it?
anymore. Now I'm emotional.
Do you,
We just lost our Atari sponsor.
Go have a drink.
do you regret it though, Drew?
I didn't buy it. My folks did. I was like 4.
Yeah.
Look, that wasn't the question.
It's a terrible game. I don't know if I regret it. Honestly, the game I probably regret spending any money on at all is Eve. I had times where I thought I was enjoying it, but looking back, I'm like, everything I did in that game was fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's.
I
all,
regret
it's,
never being able to finish Secret of Mana.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You got to bring that up again. That is a sore
Right.
spot.
we were so good at the game, but we could not figure out how to touch
Ugh.
the Mana Beast, like at all.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm never talking about video games again. The end.
All right.
I'm bitter.
In my life.
Have you ever been peer pressured into something you later regret?
Playing World of Warcraft.
But then you wouldn't have met us.
Yeah.
Playing World of
Playing
Warcraft.
Aw.
No, I'd still know Mac.
Yeah, it's a big bummer.
I'd still know Shale. I'd still know. Yeah, I'm good.
I still remember going over to X house one time and being like, "What are you guys doing?" They were all staring at their damn computers, and sure enough, the next time I went over, I brought my laptop, and it was all downhill from there.
I was peer pressured, not peer pressured exactly, but I was convinced to play a MUD called Carrion Fields my first week of college. And not only did it consume my life for the next couple of years, but yeah, it fucked with everyone I introduced it to.
Yep.
Which includes, at the very least on this call, I know Ikoria briefly and Shale for a while. Ninny, did you ever play it?
You tried to get me to play it once, and I was a total asshole about it.
Oh, all right, cool. So just the norm then.
Yes. No, I didn't get it, and I thought you were a moron.
Well, it was WoW in text form, so I mean, you're basically right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not finding the actual wording of it, but it's, have you ever been recognized in the real world as being from the grind?
How
or
would
the
that
lit
happen?
stuff?
In the real world?
How would that happen?
Recognized
Yeah, I look like an elf.
Well,
people that we were the people, and they freaked out.
yeah, I met
We
some
saw
kids
kids.
that knew of the grind, and they were like, "You're no way!"
Seriously?
I was,
Yeah.
"What?"
Really?
It's happened to me twice.
Yeah.
And one time I was at the Minneapolis airport with my whole family. We were flying down to Disney World. And this guy at a beer store, I was wearing my BlizzCon hoodie. And so he's like, "BlizzCon, you ever go?" I said, "Yeah, I went twice." And he goes, "Oh, how was that?" I said, "It was okay. We just went because we had a movie in the contest." He goes, "Oh, I used to watch a bunch of that stuff. What'd you do?" It was called The Grind. Holy shit. Really? oh my God, who were? And I go, I was Drewby. He goes, oh my God, he just lost me.
That's basically what happened to us. Yeah, we were at the camp that we volunteer at, and there was a kid that was wearing a BlizzCon
Day
shirt.
camp.
Yeah. And this kid was wearing the shirt, so we're like, hey, let's go tell him that, he's like, oh, so, because he was at the year, that we won one of the awards or whatever, and we're like, hey, so you know about the grind and all that? And he's like, yeah, we're Shale and Ninny. And he's like, oh my God. He actually said, you guys are like Jesus, which I didn't understand, but whatever.
Yeah.
But he freaked out. He was like, oh my God.
What he meant was he wanted to nail you to a tree until you died.
That could be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never get recognized for Ikoria. I do get recognized for the character I play at the haunted house every year, but that's it.
Hey, okay, I'm just surfing the internet as we're doing this. Did you guys know that we were on Engadget?
What?
Doing
Huh?
what?
Okay, I'll send you the
Right
link.
now?
I thought I deleted that video.
December 30th of 2014, WoW Movie Watch, The Grind Returns, Episode 1 FaceTime.
Yeah, Mac linked that in the threads.
Yeah.
Put it
Yeah.
on the
You
board.
did? Oh,
Apparently,
okay.
the people that did WoW Movie Watch are doing something over there now, or vice versa. I don't know.
It's most of the people from what was it? Yeah, what was that site called? The
Joystick.
one that AOL shut down when they closed
Joystick.
up all.
Joystick.
Joystick, yeah.
I think it was joystick.
WoW Insider. That's where I was. That was
Joystick?
Joystick.
yeah, it was joystick.wowinsider.com.
Joystick, yeah.
Joystick.
Joystick.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Yay, Jesus!
Jesus.
Bringing it back around.
All right.
That's a callback. That's what that is.
Mac, what would your ideal woman look like? I want to hear this
Any.
right now.
Well, my girlfriend's sitting 5 feet from me, but she can't hear what I'm saying right now. So, I mean, no, she can hear
She
what I'm
can
saying,
hear what you're saying.
but she can't hear what the question was.
So you can describe your
Okay,
ideal
so-
woman and she won't know.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. No, I don't know. Oh, you know, Danish.
I hear Danish chicks are hot.
Oh yeah. Jesus, man. Big time.
I could go for a Danish.
Cherry Danish.
Oh my God. You know they have Danishes in Daneland.
Danish? Daneland?
Yeah.
In Danish?
What
They
are
have,
called?
but they're not the same. They're called Danish. What?
They just
yeah, I
call
think-
them donuts?
No, I think they're. I don't know what they're called. Fuck you. But they're
Donuts.
probably some
They're
weird
called
thing. And
pastry.
they're called hula gula, and they're delicious.
Hey, why don't you ask your girlfriend who's sitting right next to you
Yeah.
from Denmark?
I gave her explicit instructions to remain silent while we recorded the Q&A, so I'm sure she won't say anything.
So you like your women obedient? Good.
He's making sure she can't
Oh,
talk
she sent me a message. They're called wiener bread.
Wait a minute. She's texting you 5 feet from you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
she's
talk.
Wait, back up. She said wiener bread?
Yep, wiener bread.
Can I hear
She
her
made
say
that
wiener
up.
bread?
Come here and say wiener bread into the microphone. Come around to
Say
this
it
side
slow.
of the desk, and then very slowly pronounce the proper. Come around to this side of the desk, and then very
Sit.
very in a very Danish fashion, say wiener bread, or however it's properly pronounced.
Wienerbrød.
There you go.
Oh.
I'd buy that for $1.
I did. No, just kidding.
Well, wiener bread's only $1?
Yeah, wiener bread for $1. Woo!
Bread. Oh, never mind. The bread's more.
I got $10,000 for one wiener bread.
A whole bag of it.
Okay, so I think that answers that question. I think.
I would hope.
Nice.
Hopefully,
half
Drew's
hour
come
later.
up with another question.
I'm gonna cut that whole question out.
Please.
What are your thoughts on an Oblivious Films podcast? I know it came up last time, but it's been.
I tried to get you guys to do a podcast once, and you
And-
thought I was stupid.
No, we told you what you had to do to make it happen, and you completely abandoned.
And you said,
everything.
okay, sure. And when you nodded your head, it made the sound of a can rattling with a marble inside it. And
Wait, what was I supposed to do? I don't even remember.
you were supposed to learn how to make a podcast because no one else was willing to take it on, and you were the one that was all enthusiastic about it. It's easy to be enthusiastic when someone else does all the
Oh.
work.
Aren't we basically doing a podcast right now?
Yeah, 1 per 2 years.
Well, let's just do it more often.
Ah, okay. you take care of the scheduling aspect.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You're such a bitch
Drew
to
has the
schedule
transitions.
anything
You get
with.
the scheduling.
No, I mean we've considered it, yes, but it's not. We don't have.
As long as our fans are okay with once every 2 years, yes, we'll do a podcast.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy our current publication schedule.
Here's a bit of insider information on the grind. The hardest part about anything we do is getting any two of us together at the same time.
Uh-huh. And all those questions about where's Deso, that's the answer. It's impossible to get everyone together at the same time.
Deso's schedule never works, and the one time we all change everything to fit Deso's schedule, his cat vomits on his computer and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 5 or 6 of us actually get together, regularly. The other two, it's kind of hard.
4 to 6 of us.
They've got families.
I go in waves. I have busy seasons.
So does Drew. He just doesn't care.
That's point.
If they come
Doesn't matter if his kids grow up without a
I put
father.
them to bed a half hour before it's time to start, and then when they get out of their bed, I read that go the fuck to sleep book, and it's fine.
What about when they turn 16 and their bedtime isn't 8 o'clock anymore?
Then he won't have to
be
watch
home.
them.
Yeah, I don't have to give a shit.
X making videos anyway.
You're going to kick your kids out of the house at 16, Drew?
I didn't say that. They probably won't be home, though.
They're going to be out having sex and doing drugs.
Probably. If they're making poor choices by 16, it's because I screwed up today.
Oh, I don't know that you have that much to do with it. You're giving yourself a lot of credit.
Especially if we're not really being involved in playing games all the time.
Yeah,
It's your
you're
wife.
sort of an absentee father. I think we should be blaming your wife.
Deadbeat dad.
Have you come up with another question yet, Drew?
Hurry!
Who are your celebrity crushes as teenagers, and who are your celebrity crushes now?
Tom Cruise. Wait, no.
That guy from the Old Spice commercials.
Which one?
Wait, why are we all picking guys?
The old ones. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
How much of a child? I mean, I didn't have,
Ooh, Cindy
It said
Crawford.
as teenagers.
as teenagers, okay.
Teenagers?
Cindy Crawford. Oh, is that a crush on her?
What's that chick in the Weird Science movie?
Oh, yeah. What was her
Drew
name?
Barrymore was like one of my early crushes, man. And
Oh,
then
there
she
you
got
go.
like all drugged up, and I'd still look at her naked.
I had a Yasmin Bleeth poster, and it was
Yeah.
wonderful.
As a teenager, yeah. I mean, I'm going to say
I had
probably
a Pamela Anderson poster, I think.
yeah, probably somebody from
Big kind of
Baywatch.
Baywatch.
No, I wouldn't say it was a crush though.
Yeah, I never had a crush. I just wanted to see him
Celebrity
naked.
crush. I liked Famke Janssen from the X-Men movies,
Yes.
and
Which
and
movie?
more importantly, GoldenEye.
Yes, more importantly,
Oh,
gold.
yes.
That is the more important part of that.
Yolanda Long Legs and Off, or whatever the hell her name was.
No, Xenia Onatopp.
On the top.
There you go.
Her, if she wants to squish me to death with her thighs, well, fucking me, I'll go. I'll go happily.
She can crush my hip bones like a walnut if she wants to. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay then.
So
And
you were
as,
going to.
okay, so how about crushes or celebrity crushes now?
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Yeah.
The end. All right, moving on.
I just saw a sign today that said, no admittance, employees only, and Scarlett Johansson.
Oh yeah. Okay, Scarlett Johansson and Mary Louise Parker from Weeds.
Ooh! That reminded me of a childhood crush, Mary Lou Retton.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
Really?
Yep, the gymnast.
Some people
Oh my
have
God.
14-year-old boys.
Hey, I was like 6. I don't know. I think I wanted to be a gymnast then. Add that to my list of things I wanted to be as a kid. I wanted to be a gymnast for a while.
Okay. The next one.
There's got to
this-
be a joke there somewhere.
The question got
Come on, I'm throwing it out there. Just
We're just gonna leave it hang.
just pick it up.
Say you went to prison for a horrible crime. What would your last meal be?
Wait, are they gonna kill me or am I in prison?
Well, see,
Like the
that's
last
the thing.
meal before you go to prison?
You're on death row. I assume they mean death row because otherwise, why the hell would it matter?
Or is it just your last meal before they lock you up?
How about the last one before you're killed?
Before
You're going to be murdered, but you know it.
I'm gonna go with chicken tikka masala and a cake that is a giant Oreo cookie.
Ooh, I want to go to that Brazilian place Mac was talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
the
going to say.
coroner has something to work with.
And I want to eat that.
Did they
extra
really do an
portion so I
autopsy
shit
after
the
they,
bed.
do the lethal injection, though?
I don't know, but I'm going to try to
coroner
kill
really-
myself with meat before they get to me.
Meat isn't lethal. That's vegan propaganda.
It is if you distend your colon and it explodes.
Yeah, but you could do that with other things other than meat.
Well, I'm going to the Brazilian place, all right?
Speaking of distended colons, I'm going to
It's my last
transition
meal.
smoothly into prolapsed anuses. Have you ever read the short story by Chuck Palahniuk? Where I forget what it's called.
I'm going to stop you right there and say no.
No.
Unfortunately,
Is it the one where the guy
He's in the-
dives in his pool?
He's in the pool. Yeah.
Yes, and that's
What is it
fucking
called?
work.
What's it called?
I don't remember.
It's called like
I-
Snake or.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
What?
Ooh,
I
don't.
treat that like the game where I never ever think about it and then I'm winning.
Ah, you just lost.
I don't care.
Congratulations.
I don't care because if I'm thinking about the game, I'm not thinking about his colon being ripped out of his ass in a pool.
Well,
Oh,
way to
God.
spoil the end.
Let's stop talking about
That's
that.
not the end. That's absolutely not the
That's
end.
pretty much the end.
Okay, but we're done now.
I'm gonna look it
More of a
up.
footnote, but it's better.
Why the fuck is this even a thing?
Oh
I
god,
got a
it's horrible.
short
Anyway,
All right, so the next question
I'm
coming
looking
up
it up.
is-
I'm looking it up. Chuck Palahniuk
Oh,
short
I
story.
had
Guts.
a-
It's called Guts.
I thought of a question from before.
Okay.
Out of all the time we've spent filming the grind, what was your favorite part?
Well,
Like
The
during the
music
film.
video. The music
when we
video.
were doing,
my
yeah, we were doing
God.
was it the being helpful shit, and we
Yes,
were annoying
being helpful.
that one dude
Fuck
in,
all of you.
No, it was.
in Booty
God.
Bay. The one guy. What the hell was his name?
Oh, yeah! He was in a
the-
different guild, right?
Yeah, the dude that really hated all of us because we took half the members of his guild when we made Oblivious.
Den Thug.
No, the
Or
guy,
what-
the
it
Order of
wasn't-
Ancients guy.
Oh.
Well, anyway, we were all we were
Raz?
shooting.
Was it Raz?
I don't know. We were shooting one of the being helpful videos, and we saw him in Booty Bay, so we all got around our little helper guys, and we're running around and jumping and being real
And throwing
annoying to him.
snowballs at him?
I got so pissed off at you, Drew. Oh my god, it was hilarious. He's like, which one of you fuckers are Drewby? It was great. In addition to the general annoyingness it is for Mac to try to corral us
And,
cats while we're trying
and
to shoot.
annoying Mac.
Yeah.
He's like,
So
"Yeah,
there's
you,
a short
left."
clip in the beginning of one of the WoW videos, more recent WoW videos, where there's a short clip of me standing on like a little hilltop with a bunch of Taurens dancing around me. That was a fun day when we got all the people from the Horde side together to do that scene with the Tauren Horde.
Oh, that was entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a fun
Where
day.
Drewby lost his pants, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
I think I was actually one of the Horde in that.
You may have been.
The next question kind of feeds into that. Who was the biggest pain in the ass while filming grind skits?
Ninny.
I was
always
going to
had-
nominate myself or say Aquaria.
I always tried to be. Because I really liked it.
Well, the thing is, you try, and Ninny succeeds.
Yeah, I know. He's just better at it.
It just comes naturally.
It just
I'm
he just
an
is.
exceptional
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, you are.
Perfect.
I tend to poke until it's I poke too much.
Poke. It sounds like a song or something. All right, go
Yep.
ahead, Drew.
I didn't mean to say
All
that.
right. There's a question about the Minecraft machinima that we talked about in the last Q&A and whether or not we'll ever go back to doing Minecraft videos.
Ask in another 2 years.
Yeah. When did we record all that dialogue now? Was that like
was
3
a
years ago?
while
or
ago.
something? That was a
I
long
know that was
time
a
ago.
while.
Wait,
yeah.
isn't that what we were trying to record when we were in the ideal recording situation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we never did anything with it.
I've got all the shit on my hard drive still. I just have never really.
We've never actually recorded any video for any of that, though, right?
Nope.
No, the server that all the sets were crashed. And
Yeah, we
that-
built all the
that
sets
kinda-
and it all blew up.
Oh yeah, we started
we built
that was
one
demoralizing. So we started. Well, it was a big fucking set
Well,
though, dude.
that's true.
And we were in the process of finishing it off, and the server crashed, and I was utterly demoralized. And then I got Drew and Desso's voice acting, and they sounded like idiots, and I couldn't work with it, and so.
Yeah, we were supposed to be zombies and we just sounded retarded. It was
I remember that.
Yes.
Max like, wait, no, I told you guys to act like zombies, not retards.
Retards.
I told you guys to act like zombies, not Aquaria. Burn.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, burn.
We had a lot of fun making that.
It was fun. Maybe we'll go back to Minecraft at some point, but I don't know if that audio is ever gonna be useful. We'll see.
Has there been any actual peyote or similar substances involved in the making of the grind?
Lots of alcohol.
Lots of whiskey. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Lots and lots of whiskey. There were times where we'd be filming stuff and we'd get to a point where we just couldn't continue because everyone was too drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an overly specific question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. In the teaser trailer of the Grind episode 3, Mac and Tito are in front of a bank guild hall. However, the scene never occurs within the episode itself. Did the plot or story have a sudden change for any big or small reasons?
Wow. Wow.
That's somebody thinking far too much.
I am impressed.
The lost episode.
In episode 17 of season 4 of The Grind.
No, that's an impressive question. The answer is that was a scene in the episode, and I don't know. It was a dumb scene, so I cut it out. I put together the little clip for the teaser because I thought it was one funny joke, and there you have it.
We did the transition, and it was done.
And Drew pressed the transition button, and we rendered it. Good to go.
Oh, that was one of the ones from bottom left to top right?
Yeah.
That one might have been just a right to left sweep.
Did you ever see that video I made in Tribes? Somebody on one of our Tribes videos was like, "Oh, I think I posted it on Reddit," and somebody commented and was like, "You know, a lot of your transitions are really abrupt. You just cut from shot to shot without any transition effects. You could add a lot of professionalism to your video by adding some transitions." And I'm like, "Are you shitting me?" So, so I made a video.
Overdo the transitions.
I made a video of myself playing Tribes and like doing all these all these like Star Wars style wipes from right to left. And fuck that guy.
See, and this is just it. We don't hate our fans. We just get a kick out of being assholes.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah. Would we play Farming Simulator if he bought us copies for everyone?
Sure.
Yep, I would.
Absolutely.
I would not because I am.
What's Farming Simulator?
Well, we'll play it
a
without
farming
Drew.
simulator.
It's like Goat
Oh my
Simulator.
god.
Also,
It's
have
like
you ever?
Sim City for a farm?
Yeah.
It's a farming simulator. It's a clever name.
My nephews who live with my brother on the farm play it all the time and love it. Think it's the greatest thing in the world.
Isn't that like living in space and playing a space simulator?
Yeah.
You just like pretend farm.
Yeah.
I would totally.
They have
play
one
it.
of those tree cutting machines. All right, I'm in.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
can
Have you
cut
ever
the-
considered doing a LAN party weekend at one of your houses and twitching it live?
I actually thought that'd be kind of fun if
We
getting
used to-
people together.
We've done that
Some
a few
of us
times.
used to play WoW together.
Well, but we've never. I think the bulk of the question here is
Twitching.
Twitch. Yeah, streaming. We're not streamers. We're not entertaining enough to maintain conversation over the course of 2 hours or more. There are long lapses where we're all concentrating on gameplay and not talking, and it's not particularly exciting to watch, which is why I edit.
I mean, you guys should listen to the unedited cut of this event. It's terrible.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And when we're playing games, all you ever hear is this fucking noise.
Yeah, it actually took us 8 hours to make this.
Oh my god! And they would hear fucking Mac's annoying ass keyboard.
Oh yes,
what's
Mac
your
has the
problem?
loudest keyboard in the world.
It's yeah.
Clickety click click click.
It's
Did
a
you seriously make a
psychological
loop of me
advantage.
clearing my throat?
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did.
That's awesome.
I can't even fucking tell you how many of those I edited out. It's
Well, I've had a low-level cold for most of the winter, so it has to happen. Sorry.
God. It was maddening. Maddening.
It sounds like very slow sex. One thrust
That's
every 3
actually what's
minutes or
happening
so.
right now.
Very slow sex.
Have you?
Sorry
any
about
of you
that.
Nice.
Did
No,
you
we
know there's
know
a
that
truck
sound.
driving simulator?
There are the Euro supposedly the
There's a
Euro
truck-
yeah
Did you
no
just look up
supposedly
simulator now?
the Euro
Yes.
truck simulator is supposedly it's got really high ratings and people love playing it. It's like I guess maybe it's
Truck
just
driving simulator.
yeah, it might be like a relaxation kind of thing, driving around the countryside or whatever. But I'd rather just sleep.
Well, one of the Steam sales, I got there's a train driving simulator, and it was like
Wait, what?
It's like the game and like all 50 expansions or whatever for 25 cents. So I pulled the trigger, and it's actually kind of fun.
A train driving simulator.
Do you have to like
Yeah, you're
build
a
trains
train
and shit
engineer.
too, or
No,
like,
they're like, here's your train, drive it, and you have to
Kind of like having
link
a
up to cars and shit, and then go driving across the country, and you
it's
learn
like
a lot
roller
about
coaster rider simulator.
Well, no, that'd be terrible.
Get on, and it drives.
Well,
just look out the
you,
window.
you have to drive the train. You have to control it, and you learn a lot about like there are
turn
speed
left and
limits
right.
on train tracks, and
So you
you
slow
have
down.
to follow.
Like, is it
them.
real time? So if you actually want to drive across country, it's going to take you a long time.
I don't know if it's
that would be
actually real
great.
time because it's all like Europe shit. So they've got metric time, and I don't understand it.
You ever play Desert Bus by Penn and Teller?
I've heard of it. But I've never played it.
That's real time. You drive a bus from Los Angeles to Las Vegas or something, and
it pulls slightly.
the alignment's slightly off, so it pulls through. You can't just like go AFK. It'll drive off into the middle of the desert, and you'll lose. Yep, it takes about 8 hours to drive to Las Vegas, and then you have to turn around and drive back. And when you get back, you get 1 point.
Oh God!
Okay.
Ooh, there's a surgeon simulator.
Ooh, yeah, that one's pretty funny.
When you touch the sides, it buzzes.
Yeah, there's some videos of that. The one I remember of the gameplay of that is when Total Biscuit was announcing that he had like cancer and had to go and get surgery, and he did this like pretty dry announcement, over top of him playing Surgeon Simulator very sloppily. So he's like pulling the rib cage out and throwing it on the ground.
I saw a video of Surgeons. My favorite Surgeon Simulator video was like an intercut between somebody playing that and then somebody playing like Grand Theft Auto and driving around in an ambulance and like crashing into stuff. So and it was like a special level in Surgeon Simulator that was set inside an ambulance, so it was perfect.
Nice. Have you ever looked into your family history? If so, do you have any notable ancestors?
I'm not giving any details about my family.
Well, I did some research into Ninny's family, and what I found.
I am related to a famous baseball player. I'll say that.
Is it Jackie Robinson?
No.
I'm related to a famous author.
Is it Mark Twain?
No, but same era.
Well, I don't care anymore. All right.
Yeah, that was a great.
But I actually have
Thanks.
done. Other relatives of mine have done extensive. Like I know I'm related, 30 generations back or whatever.
Yeah, my dad's looked into his genealogy a bit. I know my family is from a valley in
30
Austria or something.
generations?
That's about all I know.
Yeah,
30 generations. That is what, 600 years?
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long
your last
ways.
name
Holy
They
is
shit.
have baseball back
How
then?
much inbreeding is in your family history?
I don't know that. I didn't actually look through the giant book, but
Oh.
big book.
My dad's
mean-
got a list of people that from our family that died in the Civil War.
It's a good story.
That sounds
Yeah.
intriguing.
I was
Yeah,
just thinking about
Hunt
it.
for Red October
What
once.
side were they on?
I think they fought for the North. We're
people
from
related to-
Pennsylvania.
Oh, right, the good guys.
Well, we're from Pennsylvania, so it could have gone either way, really.
Well, you're from Pennsylvania now.
Yes, you're right. I live in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania didn't even exist then. Stop pulling my leg.
6'5". Oh.
So, Drew, next question.
Yeah, one that doesn't suck.
Ooh, there's a summer Pilates class in my local rec
Christ.
department.
Tell us
Right.
more.
This is what we
I thought
get
were
when you
gonna
don't
say
keep us
something
on track,
about
Drew.
Simulator
I'm sorry.
or something.
They're getting kind of thin here.
There's a Pilates
There was
simulator?
I don't know. That's what I was assuming you were going to say.
Would you rather have a Draenei stripper, night elf blow-up doll, or blood elf hooker to personally serve you in your bedroom? Oh yeah, all have been used.
Wait, what?
What?
Pass.
Ooh.
Draenei stripper, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, not into the whole
guess.
role-playing thing.
I would go with the blood elf because Draenei's have tails and that just weirds me out.
Yeah, but they've got awesome asses.
With a tail.
Yeah, but you could hold on to the tail for leverage.
There you go.
What's
Again,
your
not
favorite?
into role-playing.
Here's the next one. What's your favorite drink or cocktail? Shale?
I don't drink.
But what's
So,
your
no
favorite
kitty
thing you
cocktail.
don't drink?
I don't.
You're still keeping up that charade. Whatever.
Not a charade. I just.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, it's not a charade. Right.
Right.
No, it's not. You don't drink. You
No,
won't.
at this point it's full on miming.
Impressive.
All right.
My favorite drink is whiskey.
Which is not a cocktail.
No.
Thank you for playing.
Oh, he said drink or cocktail.
Drink or cocktail. That's
Oh,
true. I
alright.
did say that.
Okay. Well, then
I
Shale
like-
could have answered.
I
I'm
like
paying attention.
Manhattans.
Well,
Bourbon Manhattans.
You know what I
Drink-
just had for the first time was a Moscow Mule. That was pretty good.
you
Those
have
are
it in a
very
copper
good
cup?
too. Yeah. Did they serve it to you in a copper cup?
No.
Then it wasn't a
Then it's not
Moscow Mule.
legit.
Usually when I go to bars,
God,
I
I
just
hate
drink beer. Well, Sundrop in bottles is really good.
I like
Yeah,
I like a
and I
Cadillac
went out with
margarita.
you once and drank root beer with you, and I got so sick from the sugar. Good lord, man! I don't know how you consume that much sugar. Like I can drink beer all night long. I drank like 4 root beers, and I wanted to puke.
I like Southern Comfort Old Fashions.
That's not bad either.
Oh, I really like. Well, I don't know. I was taught that it's called a white spider, but I've heard it has other names. It's vodka, creme de menthe, and creme de cacao.
I've had
That
that.
tastes
Had
like a
that New
peppermint
Year's
patty.
party. My God.
Yes, it tastes like a peppermint patty, and it's like it's candy,
Yeah, it
and
is.
you get really drunk.
Yeah. Because it's pure liquor.
It is.
Drew, aren't you going to answer?
I
Or
did.
are you
I
just
said,
saving yours for last?
No,
He
I
said
answered.
anything in a cup.
Dramatic effect.
I said a Manhattan. I said a bourbon Manhattan.
Oh.
You didn't say bourbon before.
Well, I said Manhattan, and I said bourbon Manhattan, but no
That's
one's
okay.
listening.
We can edit this out later.
Perfect.
Yeah, right.
Norland, Leo, if I didn't hear from either of you.
I like a nice sweet white wine.
Oh God, why didn't you just say Cosmo, queer?
Yeah, you can't see me, but I'm holding my hand in the air and my wrist is limp.
That's fine. I don't care.
I don't really have a favorite drink. I generally gravitate towards whiskeys, though.
There you
Or a
go.
nice dry red.
I like Scotch.
I like lots of things, but I will drink a Cadillac margarita any day.
What is a Cadillac margarita?
It's just a margarita with good liquor.
Yeah.
Norland, do you like apple
Oh, I
teas?
see.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Oh, you should try them. I think you'd like them.
I don't really do mixed drinks.
I like gin and tonics.
It's really
I
not
don't-
mixed.
What else you got, Drew? We running out of questions?
What's the favorite video that we've done? They specifically asked for WoW, but I'll allow other options.
Halloween.
Ooh, Halloween is pretty good. I've always been a favorite of being helpful. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just-
Halloween is my favorite video to watch. I think it's the funniest, but being helpful was my favorite to make. I enjoyed.
I don't know. Some just
Filming
yeah, the first couple that required us to actually like in order to get places doing world breaking things and stuff like that were fun just because we had to deal with all that crap instead of
Do you remember
like
what was the one where we were on top of Ironforge and we had to like fly down? And I remember wasting
Yeah,
a
you-
whole lot of feathers trying to
yeah.
float to a specific
God.
spot.
That's the scene
episode
where you
one.
Yeah.
That's the scene where you and Deso fall off the top
Yeah,
of
just-
Ironforge.
that
Right.
was probably the coolest thing ever because
Yes.
we did all that
When you couldn't get
lot.
up there.
Like, well, that too, but just like especially the shot of Ninja taking Deso off the roof because we
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
it for real.
It was all
And
very
looks
carefully timed.
Amazing.
There were no, aside from the Matrix thing, there were no like quote unquote special effects anywhere
Right,
in that scene.
and it looks
Yeah.
perfect,
Yeah.
and it was all done for real.
It went
But
good.
yeah, like getting up there before you could fly and all that kind of stuff was fun and
Oh
interesting.
yeah. We had you had
Just
to
like
like
in
find
itself.
the right vertice on the cliff to jump over to hit the yeah. It's
That
crazy.
was just really fun to make all that stuff.
Yeah. It's fun when you've got a bunch of friends who are in their mid-20s and love wasting time in an MMO, and you can sit around doing that kind of stuff for 8 hours.
yes.
My favorite video is the Borderlands one where Ruby got drunk and belligerent.
That
Wait, that
could
was
be
the
any number
one?
of them.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about, though.
It's the one where you were like really obviously like audibly drunk and like pissed off the whole time because we knew.
Well, and yeah, things weren't going well for me at all either.
That
It was-
reminds me, I used to love all those raids we would do where Drewby was trashed by the end of it, and it.
I hated
yeah,
them.
it
I
went
was so angry
Yeah,
because
you were.
I hated them.
Yeah.
I feel like if you've got 40 people in a raid, you know, some of them are probably totally into the whole drunk raiding thing, and that's fine for a 10-man when you've got 10 people who are of a like mind. But 40, you've got people who've got to be up and at work the next day, who've got kids to deal with, and they just want to do their, you know, once a week raid and get it done and be productive, and you're being a drunk jackass.
I had fun.
I thought it was funny.
Or remember the sitting video? Or the dancing video? God, that was
Yes,
fun too.
That was fun.
I liked
That-
just sitting in the background when we would actually dance in the middle of the 40-man raids.
They also asked, aside from the map thing, what's another embarrassing Drew story? And you made me remember that. Do you remember when we were playing the one night when I was trying to do that vitamin C cleanse? And I.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that was the funniest thing ever.
That was horrible. It did
I
not
like getting
go
you
well.
to jump through the window into the lava and killing yourself.
That pissed me off too. The vitamin C cleanse was bad. I had my headset on, but I was laying on the floor next to my desk in like agonizing pain, just praying that I would finally shit.
Oh,
It did not happen.
the moaning and the uncomfortableness was it was palpable. It was great.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Good times.
For those of you who have oh, sorry, go.
I think we were still on the line even after you were done, and then we heard the aftermath.
I don't remember. I don't think there wasn't an aftermath. That was the problem. I slept on the floor in the fetal position. That was an awful night.
Really? You never exploded? I thought you
No,
let it
I
out.
don't think I did.
You haven't
just
shit
remember-
to this day.
Yes. And that's. By the way, I'm going to be on a related note. I'll be on at TLC's My 600-Pound Life next week.
Wow,
That's not true. All right, so then this one I like too. For those of you who have children, how do you think they'll react when they're old enough to watch these videos? Will you tell them about them or hope they never find out?
Indifference, probably.
it's their dad, therefore it's totally uncool and not worth their time.
Yeah.
I accidentally tried to show one to my kids and then realized just how vulgar it was after the fact. And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay,
Never
okay,
mind.
sorry, this is over. Let's watch something else."
Yeah, that. My oldest is 6, and she's too young for it. But
They'll
she,
probably see it and go, "What the hell are you doing?" and just think it's the lamest thing in the world.
Yep.
Right.
Well, when they've heard my voice coming out of the computer with like a cartoon, they think that's awesome. But I don't. Generally, they walk in when I'm watching one of the Let's Plays, and I quickly put on headset because they don't need to hear the nonsense.
The fucking vagina. Rawr.
They just think you're watching porn. You quickly put
And
on the
which they're
headset,
used
turn
to,
the
so,
screen
you
every
know,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is the
Yeah,
question? Well, we've had that one. What's the question we've been asked the most? And that one we know.
That.
'cause-
Where's the
Where's
grind
Deso?
episode 4? Where's Deso? Yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna be funny when the grind returns ends with episode 3, and everyone's like, "Where's the grind returns episode 4?"
If we
Yeah.
start a new thing in 5 years, we definitely need to start a new series and stop at episode 4 or episode 3.
Yeah, we'll never do more than 3 episodes of anything.
So
I don't think we ever will because we get bored.
Well, we've
Yeah.
got stuff in the can for further stuff. We're slow.
Yeah,
Very,
we still
very,
have stuff in
very
the can for stuff from back then too.
Not for episode 4 or anything. There was never anything even written.
Nope.
Are
It's true.
you sure?
Yeah.
We never wrote anything.
100%
No.
correct.
3 took like a year to make, and after that, everyone's like, "Mac's gonna kill someone." If
We actually
try."
remember the scene going, "Hey, we're what? You're like 1 or 2 expanses behind. We had to rewrite it saying you're farther behind because it took so long to make the video."
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Okay, you got any more questions? Or are we wrapping this up?
Are you all casually racist to raise awareness of the issue?
Yes.
What?
I'm casually racist because I'm casually
Wait,
racist.
who's racist?
I don't know. I don't
Who's
have
acting
context.
racist?
All of us, I think.
Were we actually racist?
Well, we're all white, so we're all implicitly racist.
Oh, that was a question too. Are any of y'all black?
I hate the pandas. But,
No.
I hate white people.
There's a lot of things about what we look like and why don't we ever disclose pictures and
we
don't
do
want
disclose
stalkers.
pictures.
well, that was the thing. We used to have a
Did.
website where we had pictures of all of us on it, and we
Yeah.
don't hide that. It's just we don't have a website anymore. So, the end.
So I'm
I
gonna
bet I can
end
find
this
it.
video with a series of pictures of Ninny,
Oh God.
so that everyone can see what he
and
looks
then
like.
put Photoshop this on it.
Yes, please Photoshop me.
Oh yeah.
Don't. Oh.
Post it on Reddit.
Remember he's a vegan.
Anyone watching
Vegan.
this? Take the picture
Yes.
of him.
I
Photoshop
don't
it.
eat meat.
Absolutely do not Photoshop him with meat.
The one with the best picture wins a prize.
That's like
Macheath will
begging
send you
for
something.
like a picture to come back with 6 dicks in every orifice on your face.
Bonus points for the number of dicks.
Speaking of dicks in people's faces, Drew.
What?
What? Huh?
I've
That's
seen a
right.
picture of that.
I've
Where
seen
is
a
that
picture.
sentence going?
Of course, it
Oh,
was blue.
I know.
yeah.
You're assholes. I was vulnerable.
Yeah. It was fun. Speaking of that, I drove by the store we stopped at on the way to Drew's house the other day. I was like, oh, I've been in there.
My wife was sleeping in the car.
Do you want to explain that, or should we just leave that as it is?
Oh no, we should definitely leave that hanging.
Perfect.
It's well hung. It's good.
It is.
The store's name
And
was
the woman
The Dungeon.
insisted we buy cleaner, even though we insisted we were not going to use it for its intended purpose.
We have all sorts of unintended purposes for it.
That doesn't clarify anything.
Max said we were going to leave it hanging. I'm just hanging more out there.
My wife, should I wake up? No, honey.
No,
Stay
it's
asleep
all over.
forever.
Cover your face.
Yeah, stay in the car.
Oh, I'm looking up the grind, and I found it on WoW Wiki, and I forgot all about group mates in a can.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Was episode 1.
There was
That
some
was episode
comments about
0.
that on the
Oh yeah,
episode.
0.
On the ones I edited, they were like, "Oh, did Matt get replaced by group mates in a can again?" I'm like, "Wow, look at that, digging deep for that one."
Ah, far, far into the past for topical reference.
Oh my gosh.
If you had to choose between gravy or brown sauce for a beef sandwich, which would it be and why?
Brown sauce is
Well,
gravy, and
The
fuck you.
difference, right? Yeah.
I'd never actually heard of brown sauce. I
Wait,
just knew
no,
gravy.
isn't brown sauce? I think brown sauce is a
Is it
different
au
thing.
jus?
No,
Are you
it's
saying
kind of
au jus?
Bless you.
the stuff. No, it's like HP brown sauce. It's sort of like A1, but it tastes different. But it's like that consistency.
That's the shit you put on steaks when they taste like ass.
Is
No,
HP Brown
no,
Sauce the
it's
guy
not-
who wrote
doesn't mean
about
shit on it.
Cthulhu and the Mountains of Madness? And
No, HP brown sauce. It's a British thing.
Mac, you
Oh,
should
in
look
that
this
case,
up.
I'm not
There's,
sure.
second song in the Grind episode 2, part 1. Please, not capital G with 9 Inch Nails, the one after.
Come on, Mac. You have it on the tip of your
How do you not
tongue.
know this off the top of your head?
the one after.
Don't worry, we'll just put it in the edit.
No, man, I'm gonna
No,
look
we're
it up
gonna
on
sit
my
here and
phone
wait.
right now. Here we go.
Insert name of song here. There we go.
Playlists. I'm gonna go to the Grind, episode 2, part 1. This is obviously super important. Play. Hurry up and play.
What are we looking for?
Trying to find the second song after capital G, I guess. I don't know. This isn't playing on my phone for some reason. So fuck you. I don't know. It's probably like Mary Had a Little Lamb. Maybe that would be my guess.
All right, here's another. Is there a game that's either out or coming out soon that you'd like to play with this group?
I would love to play. What's the name of it's like the Hidden, except it's like a triple.
Oh yeah. You
There's
told
the
us
giant
about that.
monster, and then like a group of 4 or 5 Marines that parachute in and have to hunt the monster down. I forget what it's called, like Prey or Hunter or some bullshit like that.
Is it Evolve?
Evolve, yes. I'd like to play Evolve.
Sounds fun.
Oh yeah, that looked fun.
Sounds fun.
Shiel's current computer would melt down, but luckily he's building a new one, so
Let's do it.
All right.
I was watching.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find
On
pictures
Twitch.
of our Oblivious Films cast, and not even halfway down the second page, I found boobs. Just saying.
you know I have
Are they
a
Drew's?
I have a
Those
game I
pictures
like to
are-
play. I have a
Macheath
game.
will put links in the bottom of the.
I have an image search related
Video.
game that I like to play, which is go to DeviantArt, and in the search bar type any 2 words, and if you can come up with a 2-word combination that does not have some sort of furry art on the first page of results, you win a prize. I mean, come up with a set of words and we'll just
I'm
test
doing
the
it now.
theory right now.
Pineapple octopus.
Pineapple. Oh my God, octopus? You kidding
Oh,
me?
that's
You're fucked.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Now, is this a commentary on how hard that game is, or how easy it is to find furry porn?
Oh my god. I typed corn and dance, and it was like image 4. It's not even right.
Pineapple octopus. I'm down to the 3rd row, and there's a picture of a mermaid, that's very scantily clad. And in the 4th row, there's literally an octopus fucking an orange.
okay. Now
Iron-
wait. What
Iron
counts
can.
as fur-
I win.
Yeah, that's true. What?
What counts
Iron
as fur?
can.
'Cause
You're safe.
Any sex act involving an animal or a humanoid animal.
Nope. Good. Iron can. I win.
Iron can.
germ hiccup. That gets you. That only gets you 2 results.
Iron can.
One of them
They're
is a
both
horse that
furry
says
How did you
That's
do that?
not-
You're
don't-
magical or
not
something.
mine.
Iron Can doesn't have any porn.
Try germ pickup. That doesn't either.
German. The hell?
Oh, if you go to show more, you win.
Show more.
Yeah, the next.
I don't
page.
even have a
Okay,
show
so page 2 has Tony Stark crying on a toilet.
Yeah. And
course
Iron
it
Wig
does.
round 1. No, it's not. Crying out of toilet. I kind of like that one. That's funny.
All right, well, I guess that's. I think we're off the rails here as far as the Q&A goes.
Yeah. I mean, we're into questions where it's like, is water wet? What would you name it if you owned a soap company? And I don't even know what to do with that.
I tried vampire
clean.
hot tub, and I think I lost.
Okay.
How
You know what?
bad?
Funny enough, how bad do you think it will be if you type shit and box in DeviantArt? Try it.
Shit box.
It's disappointing.
Is this
There's
from
a cat in a box.
beatspin.com?
I thought it was going to be better.
No, the second row has got. It's not furry porn, but it's slash.
it's a
slash
cat in a
porn.
box.
I
It's
was
two.
expecting way better. with
It's two
shit and
anime
box.
dudes making out all sweaty and
But
stuff.
I was expecting way better for the term shit and box.
Uh,
I thought I was going to hit.
Ew.
I was actually looking for some spank bank here.
I'm sorry.
Ew,
Man.
yucky. Ew.
All right, so I'm going to call it an end here because we're at over 100 minutes, and if
Now I have to clear my search history.
Yeah, your wife's going to find that. You're going to be embarrassed. Okay. Thanks, everyone, for showing up. Appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me and answer retarded questions.
Hooray.
It was
Hey.
fun.
Hey, there you go, berating our audience again.
Yeah, that's me.
Their questions weren't retarded.
They were.
They're all just a little slow.
Well, there was a hell of a lot of questions pertaining to how we feel about this and that and in WoW, and I'm like, eh.
How do you feel about this
yeah.
specific lore-related thing?
No, it's not even lore. It's like
about,
playing. What's your feeling about this change in World of Warlords of Draenor?
Shale's the only one that even actually plays anymore, isn't he?
Pretty much.
I have an active subscription that I don't. I log into to send my minions out on bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't do
All right,
that.
guys. I'm gonna call it up. Hang it up here and.
Night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thanks for coming.
Good night.
Bye.
It was
I'm going to play some
fun.
games if anyone's bored.
Yeah, I totally am.
I'm not. Goodbye.